Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out Chinatown. I think this is like a 1974 movie. Yeah, 1974 movie starring Jack Nicholson. I don't know much about this movie. I know this movie is a very famous older movie. I like Jack Nicholson. I think he's a great actor, but I don't know anything about this movie. I think it's a noir, like a detective noir. I think Jack Nicholson is a detective, but that's all I know. Does it take place in a Chinatown? Where does it take place? I'm assuming it takes place in LA because a lot of the movies that kind of sound similar to this are like noir detective-y movies always seem to take place in LA or like older Hollywood or something like that. So I think that's where this is going to take place as well. But yeah, I know nothing really about this movie. I don't know the plot of this movie. All I know is that Jack Nicholson's in it and this is supposed to be a really good film. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so for the color today, I think I'm gonna go like a yellow, like a yellowy orange. I don't know. I just feel like that works with this movie. I feel like blue is too kind of light and red is too dark. I think green just doesn't work. So I think like a yellowy orange color. The actual title of the movie on the poster is in like this bronzy yellow font. So I think I'm gonna go kind of like an orangey yellow for this film. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. So thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, yeah, I have nothing else to say, so let's just dive on into this reactions. Go to town in this reaction, if you will. I hope you enjoy my reaction to China whatsoever. Another Roman Polanski film that I really want to watch is The Pianist. I think that's one of his movies, right? The Pianist? Or is it The Pianist, the one where the guy's playing, obviously the one where the guy's playing piano, but that one. This movie already has an old classic Hollywood feel to it. Woo! It's this guy from Rocky.
Just no good.
What can I tell you, kid? You're right. When you're right, you're right. You're right.
He was right. He was right.
Point. I don't want your last dime. What kind of a guy do you think I am?
Thank you, Mr. Gibbs.
Call me Jake. Careful driving home, girl, huh?
Okay, so Jake is like a PI then, right?
What makes you certain that your husband is, involved with someone?
A wife can tell.
Fair enough. Fair answer.
Very well. What is your husband's first name?
Hollis. Hollis Mulray.
The guy in the background kind of looks like George Lazenby, the James Bond in between the 2 Sean Connery movies.
Okay. We'll see what we can do.
Gentlemen, today you can walk out that door, turn right, hop a streetcar, and within 25 minutes...
Oh, the dual focus? Oh, so good.
Core samples have shown that beneath this bedrock is shale similar to the permeable shale in the Vanderlip disaster.
This guy doesn't look like he'd cheat on someone. Who let the sheep out? Who? What the heck is happening? This is so mysterious. Jake seems like he's so good at just stalking people. Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going to the beach? Not suspicious at all, Jake. I feel like he's gonna go in the water or something. Oh wow. Is he waiting for this? Is that the wasted water that the shepherd was telling him about? Oh, that's so smart. That's so smart. She's just talking to this guy with the hat. Who is the man with the hat? He's not having no affair or anything. Something more sinister, perhaps? A cover-up? Conspiracy?
Okay, pal, let's have us a big smile.
Aw, look how cute they are together. No, this can't be, he can't be having an affair right now. This is something more than that. This goes deeper. Oh.
Look at that, Barn.
Yeah, the heat's mighty. Sure is. Whose names and...
A lot of talk about heat and no water, which is going to lead to a lot of anger and frustration. I can feel the city sort of boiling just through the background and through the talk.
Hey, Duffy, listen to me, man. I want to tell you a story. So there's this guy, Walsh, you understand? He's tired of screwing his wife.
Jake,
So wait a second, Duffy. You're always in such a hurry.
Yeah, come on, Duffy.
Just come back, screw a little bit more, then they stop again. Go back and they screw a little bit more. Walsh, just listen to me for a second.
Oh my god, it's the lady. Oh, it's a lady.
Then he goes back in, he starts screwing again. He says, "Excuse me for a minute, honey." He goes out and he smokes a cigarette. Now his wife is getting sore.
Jake.
Jesus. That Barney.
And the laughing stops instantly.
I think I would have remembered.
Have we ever met?
What? Interesting.
You see, I'm Mrs. Evelyn Mulray. You know Mr. Mulray's wife?
Not, that Mulray.
Oh my days.
You must also agree with me that I've never hired you to do anything, certainly not spy on my husband.
Wait, so the other woman was a fake, a fraud, a phony?
There's no point in getting tough with me.
I don't get tough with anyone, Mr. Giddies. My lawyer does.
Oh, she seems so cool. What the heck is this? Why was that woman lying at the start about being his wife? A magnifying glass, that's suspicious. Wait. Check underneath. Check underneath. Maybe he's hiding something underneath. There's always a secret compartment. Tuesday night. What's happening Tuesday night?
Tell him I'll be back.
I will.
Do you mind if I take one of your cards in case I have to get in touch with you again?
No, help yourself.
Thank you.
What's he doing? What else is he gonna take? Oh, he took a lot of them.
Burton.
How's that?
When Mulvihill here was sheriff of Ventura County, the rum runners landed hundreds of tons of booze on the beach and never lost a drop. Your water for you.
That didn't fill me with a lot of confidence that he's gonna do his job. What was that noise? No, go to the car. Go to the noise. What's happening? Oh, I thought it was either a duck, a goose, or a woman dying. And I wasn't sure which one it was, but it was neither. What? Is that a ring?
Mr. Giddies?
Actually, I came to see your husband, Mrs.
Yeah, where is he?
Fine, thank you.
2 iced teas, Con, please.
Yes, ma'am.
My husband's at the office.
No, he isn't. Stop lying. Where is your husband?
People talk. I'm just trying to make a living. I don't want to become a local joke.
Mr. Giddens, you've talked me into it. I'll drop the lawsuit.
What?
That was so fast. What the heck? No, that's not... No, what happened? Was she threatened?
Disappeared together.
Suppose they did. How does that affect you?
It's nothing personal, Mrs. Mulray.
It's very personal. It couldn't be more personal.
Oh, boy.
Now, whoever put her up to it doesn't have anything against me. They're out to get your husband. If I can see him, I can help him.
Oh, okay. I like it, Jake. I like it.
I went riding rather early.
Looks like you went quite a distance.
Just riding bareback.
Riding?
You,
Horse. He met a horse at the start of the movie. Connections? I love this movie. The mystery and like the tension in the quietness and the stillness of the camera work, the simplicity of the camera work. Oh my god, it's so good. And also just so interested, like where is the husband? Where did he go?
Tell me, you still putting Chinamen in jail for spitting in the laundry?
You're a little behind the times, Jake. They use steam irons now. And I'm out of Chinatown.
You're out of Chinatown?
You'd like to talk to him. You're welcome to try. There he is.
Oh my god, he is dead. Oh, that was a little bit terrifying. Okay, so did someone murder him or did he kill himself? I think someone murdered him.
There is no possibility that he would have taken his own life.
No.
Mrs. Mulray.
What if Mrs. Mulray set it all up from the beginning? What if there's a huge twist and she is the mastermind?
He's had some foundation in fact.
Just before the story broke in the papers, Lou.
You wouldn't happen to know where I could find her.
No. She's actually missing too.
Ray, I don't think so. If we need any more information, we'll be in touch. Of course, you have my deepest sympathy.
He says in the most unsympathetic voice of all time.
I just didn't want to explain anything. I sent you a check
A check?
to make it official that I've hired you.
Oh, that's cool, that's cool. But now they're covering stuff up too. This whole movie is just a giant cover-up from everyone.
Looks pretty banged up.
Oh, that's a long fall.
I love these tracking shots of the characters just walking and the camera just following them into different rooms or following them down the paths. I don't know, it's just so cool.
Yeah, right under Hollenbeck Bridge. What's wrong with that?
It's dry as a bone, Morty. Can't exactly drown in a damp riverbed, no matter how soused he is.
We got water out of him. He drowned.
No, this is a cover-up, I swear. He didn't... I mean, you could drown in that bit, I guess, but you couldn't drown in anywhere else. Someone is killing people and faking drowning death. And the husband was here too. The husband was here at the start of the movie, right? This is where he saw the horse kid. The horse kid is back!
Comes in different parts of the river. Every night a different part.
And so that's why he went to the tube that spat out the water. Don't know why, but I just felt so at peace watching him just walk against the sunset and like in the sunset, silhouetted and just the sound of crickets. Oh, okay. I am no longer at peace. I am no longer at peace. I am at war. Jesus Christ. Wow, this scene just turned from super peaceful to incredibly chaotic.
Hello, Claude. Where'd
Wait.
you get the midget?
I recognize this actor.
You know what happens to nosy fellows? Huh? No?
They lose their
Wanna
noses.
guess? Huh? No? Okay. They lose their noses.
Oh! Oh, he actually did it. Oh, he actually did it. Oy.
Sue people like that, they're liable to be having dinner with a judge who's trying to suit.
I'm sorry. This session's insists.
You really need to take this number. You really need to take it.
Well, I'm a working girl. I didn't come in to see you
When did you come in?
I was the one who pretended to be Mrs. Mulray.
Oh, yeah, let's go, let's go.
If it ever comes out, I want somebody to know that I didn't know what would happen.
I understand. Who?
So she was set up for it too? It's like someone setting up.
In the obituary column of today's LA Post Record.
The obituary column.
You'll find one of those people.
Those people, Miss.
One of those people? What? I love it. I love the mystery. I love the tension.
Stop it. The money's fine. It's generous. But, I think you shortchanged me on the story.
Yes. Give me more story. Give me more story.
You sue me, your husband dies, you drop the lawsuit like a hot potato, all of it quicker than the wind from a duck's ass.
This is what I've been saying. She just dropped it like it was nothing. She was probably threatened.
He told you? And you weren't the least bit upset.
I was grateful.
Grateful. Interesting.
His cheating on her, it runs contrary to my experience.
Unless what?
She was cheating on him.
Ah, that makes so much sense.
Where were you when your husband died?
I can't tell you.
No,
You mean
you
you
can't.
know where you were?
You have to.
I mean, I can't tell you.
You were seeing someone too.
She was the one pushing him off the dam.
What does this C stand for?
Cross.
That's a lie. That is 100% a lie.
No reason.
She like stuttered it.
Must have had a reason to ask me that.
No, I'm just a...
Or maybe it's true and there was a cross in the obituaries.
But Mrs. Mulray, I goddamn near lost my nose.
Damn,
and
watered
like
damn. That's a
breathing
pun,
through
Jack.
it. And I still think that you're hiding something.
Woo! Jack Nicholson is so cool. He's such a good actor. You know, he's just so intense. Whatever he says is so fun.
JJ get us to see Mr. Yelbert?
The dining room scene as well. Oh man, that was so good. Just the camera lingering a little bit longer than maybe a normal camera would on the characters, so you really get to see their emotions. Just the soft piano playing in the background. It was a really intense sequence. I don't know why, but I was like, my heart was pounding during it. Cross, cross, cross. I would literally just watch a movie of Jack Nicholson waiting in a chair for 3 hours to talk to somebody.
No,
Well, did he or didn't he?
he owned it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Who is that old guy? Is the old guy Noah Cross? The old guy that the husband was arguing with? That the pictures were taking of?
You hired me. Or you hired that chippy to hire me.
What?
I've been diverting a little water to irrigate orange groves in the Northwest Valley. As you know, the farmers out there have no legal right to our water, but we've been trying to help some of them out. Keep them from...
No, that's not what he's talking about, dude.
Naturally, when you...
I think it's too early for them to have this reveal yet. I think this guy's innocent.
Who knows? Maybe we can put the whole thing off on a few big shots and you can stay the head of the department for the next 20 years.
Interesting. Do you think it's actually him? Do you think he actually had something to do with it? Because I don't think he's like the top of the top, but Jack Nicholson also just said he's probably not the top of the top. So I think maybe he did have something to do with it then.
Well, it was sometime after. I was just out of grade school when they did that.
What is it with the cigarette
Married
case?
Your father's business partner.
There's something with the cigarette case. They wouldn't have shown a close-up any other reason.
The coffee's for you.
The game is afoot. The murder mystery must be solved. Is he gonna have this on his nose the entire movie? What the heck?
But I'm surprised you're still working for her, unless she's suddenly come up with another husband.
No. She happens to think the last one was murdered.
Why did they give him the headpiece?
Financially speaking, of course. What are you charging her?
My usual fee.
This guy in the background, I'm just loving him standing there like a pole.
Of course I'm respectable.
I'm old. Politicians, ugly buildings, and whores all get respectable if they last long enough.
Why was that so true?
Do you remember the last time you saw Mulray?
At my age, you tend to forget.
Yeah, he's the guy who was yelling at Mulway, right?
I had the pig and whistle, and you had one hell of an argument. I got the pictures in my office, if that'll help you remember.
Oh my god, look at his face. Look how it changed.
Fine, look up.
I'll look into it as soon as I've checked out some orange groves.
Oh.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Cross.
I love this movie so much. It's so cool. Also, so interesting that the movie's called Chinatown, and we haven't like been in Chinatown or anything like that. It's just been mentioned a bunch of times. It's been mentioned. Why is this guy so mad? This guy is a weasel. What is this place? The Orange County, whatever it's called, is looking neither hydrated nor orange. Ah, what the heck? That scared me so much. Oh my god, run him over, run him over. Okay, or don't. Oh my god, I love this shot though. This is such an insane shot.
All right, mister. Who you with, the water department or the real estate office?
Get away from me. Answer him. You come near me with that thing.
Stop touching. Stop. I know, I would be like, stop poking me with your crutch.
Mulray's dead. You don't know what you're talking about, you dumb okie.
Oh my god. Ooh, nice kick. No, the crutch guy again. Oh my god. Get knocked out.
Jasper Lamar Crabb.
Yeah, he was on the obituary, wasn't he?
We got him.
What?
Yeah, there you go,
Memorial
there you
service
go.
was held at the Mar Vista Inn today for Jasper Lamar.
Because I was going to make a Mr. Krabs joke, but then I forgot about it.
Do you accept people of the Jewish persuasion?
I'm sorry, but we don't.
Don't be sorry.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Where did you get this piece of material?
At the Abercrombie Club.
Oh.
It's a fish. My grandson is a member, and they take very nice care of him.
The grandson, go visit him. Don't pick up the gun. Punch this guy too. Now, if everyone charged right now, they wouldn't, like, Jack Nicholson wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh, not the little knife guy. Yeah, run him over, run him over, run him over.
Noon and an evening, but if this is how
You notice how she walked around the table to get close to him?
Get through a whole day.
And the camera is really close to both their faces now. A very intimate camera shot. It's a good kiss cam. Just saying. I don't want them to kiss, but it's a good kiss cam. There's a lot of talk about innocence. The dialogue's really, really amping up to them kissing with the camera work as well.
Anything like that?
Surely. You come this way?
Oh, it was so good. That was so good. Yeah, I don't know if they're ever going to be together or anything, but if they are, the camera work is really good foreshadowing as well as the dialogue. Ah, the kiss, the kiss. What did I say? The foreshadowing of the camera work and the dialogue. Oh man, so good. You know what? I'm okay that they're kissing now.
Bothers everybody that works there. Chinatown.
Yeah.
Everybody.
What is the significance of Chinatown? It is like the center of everything.
Of course.
Dad?
Wow. Did you hear the music though as well? The music started out, like when they started to kiss, it was very romantic and kind of smooth and more upbeat. And then the music slowly transitioned over the course of the sequence into this deeper, noted, like musical score. It was more menacing.
Crazy.
Everyone feels danger in this movie.
Behind all this?
She feels crazy. Or not crazy, dangerous. She feels dangerous. Where is she going? She is so suspicious. Who is this? Oh, that's such a good shot. That's such a good shot. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. Isn't that her butler or something? What? It's her. It's the affair lady, the girlfriend. What? What is this twist? What, they know each other? Oh my god, the way he just dissolved into the shadows there.
Give me the keys.
Yes! I love this. I look at the lighting right now too, guys. Look how beautiful it is, just illuminating their faces with shadow everywhere else. Perfect lighting.
Hollis's death. I tried to keep it from her. I didn't want her to know until I could make plans for us to leave.
I don't trust her anymore. She is so unreliable.
You won't go to the police if I tell you.
I will if you don't.
Say it, punk. Come on, just say it already, you dingus.
She's my sister.
Oh. Oh, I should have saw that one coming. Oh, I should have saw that one coming. Or seen that one coming. Oh, boy. That always sucks. Like, as soon as you lie in bed, something always makes you get out of bed. It's so annoying.
Who?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Have a session with Session. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. It's just tiring. Lots of tiring stuff happened today. Final season escalating. This week is super stressful. And next week too. This isn't looking too great. That window is smashed into a place where you can grab the doorknob and open it. That is the smashed pane of someone unlocking the door forcefully. Session's session in life is finally over. Wasn't as good of a joke as I was hoping, but it was alright. Cabbage. You know what that means. When there's one cabbage on the ground, there's a dead person on the ground. Ah, see what I tell you? I'm basically a detective at this point. Oh, man. Seems like she was an actor because she had the Screen Act card or something like that.
Find anything interesting, kiddies?
Oh, that scared me so bad. That scared me so bad.
I don't. Come here, I want to show you something.
This movie is so good and it's so intense.
Yeah, I took him, so what?
How did she happen to have him?
Either you tell me or I guess I don't know the answer.
Yeah, how does she have them? That's a good question.
Who the hell do you think you're dealing with? A bunch of assholes? Ray had salt water in his lungs.
Oh my god. Salt water in a reservoir? Impossible.
Says get his noses, and he's been going around making irresponsible accusations all last week.
Lou, let's swear out a warrant for her arrest. What the hell are we waiting for?
No. That's not true at all.
Loach?
This guy was only cast to laugh and laugh like a seagull. That's all I'm going to say. Laugh like a seagull.
Where's Mrs. Ray?
What the heck is happening? Why are all the sheets on? Is someone moving?
Oye, Bad for glass. Salt water, very bad for glass.
Salt water. He was drowned in the pond. He was drowned in the pond. Was he?
What's that?
Huh?
Right there.
And there was the ring in the water. There was the ring in the water. Remember that? Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, it's not a ring, but it's, you know, it's something. It's like a watch. Glasses? Glasses. He was drowned in the pond. Jerry Goldsmith now going ham on the score.
Going someplace?
Yes, we have a 5:30 train to catch.
But why are you going during the investigation of your husband's murder, lady?
And a couple. They're expensive, but you can afford it.
Will you please tell me what this is?
I wonder if the cigarette case she had at the start of the movie was her husband's, which maybe was a foreshadowing to her doing it. Oh, Nelly.
I know how it happened, and I want to know why, and I want to know before Escobar gets here, because I don't want to lose my license.
I don't know what you are talking about. This is the craziest, the most...
Oh my god. You stop lying right now and just give us the truth.
Who is she? And don't give me that crap about your sister, because you don't have a sister.
I'll tell you the truth.
You don't have a sister. What?
She's my sister. She's my daughter. My sister, my daughter.
Okay, maybe they both don't make sense anymore. I don't know what to think.
She's my sister and my daughter. Come on, please.
She's my sister. How does that work? Can you be both? Biologically, can you be both?
My father and I.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only way.
I couldn't see her. I was 15.
15!
How do you know?
He didn't wear bifocals.
Interesting. Those didn't belong to him. My mind keeps getting blown again, and then every time I think I'm correct, something else happens and it makes it not correct anymore.
Duffy, meet me at 1712 Alameda.
Jesus. That's in Chinatown, ain't it?
I know where it is.
That's in Chinatown. I told you Chinatown was the center of everything here.
Because if she ain't there, you're going downtown and you're going to stay there until she does show up.
Oh, stakes are high.
Yeah?
Oh, that is a bruise on her face.
Come in. Oh, is there some surprise, Mr. Geetis?
Oh, this guy. Because he saw his wife cheating, so he probably beat her. Oh, man.
I might be able to squeeze $75 out of it for you. Maybe...
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Of course I do. Where are you?
At your daughter's house. How soon can you get here?
An hour.
The glasses. The glasses. I forgot about them for a second.
Where is she?
With her mother. Got something I'd like to show you, Mr. Cross.
With her mother. Oh, he knows immediately after he says that. Oh my god, he's making him wear the glasses. No, he's making him wear like the same prescription glasses, right?
In that pond. You drowned him. And you left these.
Oh, the same glasses. You're good.
No, I just want to know what you're worth. Over 10 million?
Oh, my, yes.
Why are you doing it? How much better can you eat? What can you buy that you...
Yeah, exactly. You're already so rich.
Claude, take those glasses from him, will you?
No, it's just... Oh, man.
Really not worth it.
Oh, man. Yeah, but he told people to come, right? Oh, never mind. Oh, now they're going to Chinatown. Let's go. The that car, Curly's car right there.
Just give me 5 minutes. That's all I need. He's rich. Do you understand?
Shut up!
Get away with anything.
Shut up, I'm gonna lock you into the...
It's true, the rich can't get away with almost anything.
How many years have I got? She's mine, too.
She's never going to know that.
Yes! Good. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him.
Get away from her.
You'll have to kill me first.
Get away! Get
Yes!
Captain, close the door.
Ah! I'm so glad he got shot. You hear the car horn just going off? Is she dead? She must have got shot. She must have got shot. She got shot. Oh, right through her eyeball. Oh, I don't need to see it anymore.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
That was great camera work, by the way. The way there was like so much screaming and happening, and then it zooms in kind of onto Jake's face, and it's just silence, and then you hear him say those words, and there's no noise anymore. I don't know, it just made it the scene so much more dramatic. Don't let that be the end of the movie. It's such a beautiful shot, though. I want this to be the final shot, but I don't want... No! I didn't want it to end. No, I didn't want it to end. The man with the knife, that's Roman Polanski. That's what he looks like. He's so small. And that was my reaction to Chinatown, the 1974 mystery drama. I'm fairly certain that was also a noir movie in color, which was really cool, starring Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway, and John Huston. I was so absorbed with that movie, the screenplay for that movie, the way that the movie introduced things and kind of kept touching on them throughout the film, but never quite gave you enough information until it was necessary, until the movie wanted to give you the information. I'm sure in rewatch, I'll watch it and go, oh my god, how did I not see this coming? But I never saw any of the twists coming. The prediction that I had that Evelyn maybe killed her husband and stuff, and then later on when it's like a fake twist where it's like, oh, you think that she did kill her husband. I only predicted that because I was joking around and I was like, that would be funny if that happened. I wasn't actually thinking that that was the case, you know? Every single twist, every single turn makes sense, but at the same time, you don't expect it to happen because of how well this movie is written. Also, I thought the shot composition, the way the shots lingered and lurked with the characters, it added tension, it added mystery, it added suspense. It just allowed the film to breathe, allowed the actors to breathe while they were on screen. I thought the camera work was really, really good in this movie, and I thought Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway were amazing in this movie as well. I thought this whole movie in general was really, really good. I loved the mystery, I loved the tension, I loved the shots, I loved just the police work trying to solve the mystery, and I loved the ending. The ending was really cool, and the ending is something that I don't know if I'm going to be able to comment on because I feel like there was so much happening in the ending that I just need time to think about it. I need time to just kind of understand what happened. I'll give you my preliminary thoughts. I'll give you just kind of stuff popping out of my head about kind of how I interpreted the ending. The final line of the movie, or one of Jack's final lines, or Jake's final lines, maybe even is his final line. It was the line, "Forget it, Jake, it's Chinatown." Apparently that is one of the most famous lines in cinema. I've never heard of that line before, but apparently it is, and that line was really, really good. It brought a lot of thought into my mind, like what does that mean? Like, is the movie ending right now on that line? And the way the camera pans up slowly, not pans up, but like lifts up slowly, you get kind of this big view of Chinatown, and they're just walking away, and the music's swelling and stuff like that, and basically the guys escaped, like Noah's escaped and stuff like this horrible man's escaped. And that's also really interesting that the man escaped, the murderer has escaped the clutches, this rich guy has escaped the clutches, and it's interesting to me that Roman Polanski is also this really horrible man, and I'm pretty sure he escaped incarceration and stuff like that because he moved back to Europe, to France or something like that, or to Austria, wherever he's from. He moved back to Europe, and he is now staying there, and he's never allowed to enter America again. I'm pretty sure that is him, and I just think it's interesting that this movie kind of reflects the same things that Roman Polanski did. That's just an interesting side bit, but that's not really related to the movie at all. Getting into the reviews of this movie before I talk about Jerry Goldsmith's amazing score, and then I'll get into the camera work and just kind of the screenwriting and stuff like that in general. So 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb and 99% Rotten Tomatoes. So it seems like everyone loves this movie. It seems like critics like this movie more, but audiences are still in love with this movie. If you're not into a noir film, if you're not into a very slow-paced movie, you might not find as much enjoyment with it, but I still think you'll find enjoyment with this movie. There was just something so gripping and so beautiful, and there were moments in this movie where I was feeling very calm for some reason, even though it was a very tense movie, and I have no idea why I was feeling that, but I'll try and kind of talk about that feeling when I talk about the camera work in just a moment. But yeah, audience reviews and critic scores, I'm glad that they are really high, and I think that this is regarded as one of the best screenplays of all time, and I can understand why. But yeah, getting into Jerry Goldsmith's score, I thought his music was amazing, and just in general, the sound design for this movie, not even talking about the score right now, but the sound design for this movie was really good. I loved the use of natural sounds, which I thought was really interesting. In a lot of movies, when people aren't talking and there's no music playing, maybe you'll get like a bird here or there, but it's mostly just kind of silence and you hear the footsteps and this and that. But in this movie, there was a lot of natural background noise, and I thought that was very strange, but I thought it was very immersive, and I don't know, because in real life, you don't always get that much background noise. Like, there's this moment where Jake is just standing at the front door, and it's just like this birds and these bugs and these cars and all of this noise, all of this natural noise is just going in on your headphones. And I'm like, this is very strange, because in a lot of movies he'd be standing at the door, there'd be no music, but there wouldn't be any sound, maybe just the occasional bird or like the flutter of the wind or something. But it was like an orchestra of nature, basically, and I thought that was very interesting. When he's walking in the reservoir, when he's trespassing before he gets his nose cut by the knife man, it's just crickets and this loud cricket sound. You know, there were a lot of these naturalistic noises, I guess, which kind of helped build tension, but also helped, at least for me, even though they weren't as realistic, like in real life, you would never hear noises that loud, like natural noises that loud. Maybe for the crickets, but for the birds and stuff, I don't think you would. But it still helped like immerse me more into the story for some reason, and I think it's just because it just felt like it suited the movie. But yeah, Jerry Goldsmith's score I thought was also amazing. It was just so intense, but it was also so beautiful, and it was very old Hollywood. You know, I could see Jerry Goldsmith's score from this movie going into like a 1950s, 1940s noir movie, and I think that it just worked perfectly with the tone. I think this movie in general, the tone of this movie, it was really good. It really fit the noir style, just as a colored movie instead of a black and white movie. The start of the movie, all of it just kind of reminded me of like almost the golden age of Hollywood, like the 1930s, 40s, 50s. I think that was the golden age of Hollywood. It just reminded me of that, you know, just the film in general reminded me of that, and the score really embodied that feeling, and I think it really elevated the movie, especially the score at the end, when that score was playing at the end and the camera is lifting up. And that was such a beautiful moment. But yeah, the feeling of relaxation I thought was really strange, especially it was in moments that I didn't think should be relaxing, but for some reason they were just moments where I was sitting in my chair and I was just really enjoying myself, and I felt very relaxed. And maybe it was because it was just a really good movie, but it happened one or two times, and the feeling where I remember that the most was it was just a shot and the camera was just following Jake, and he was about to enter the reservoir when he was about to get his nose cut, and it's just like a silhouette of him, and the sky's like beautiful purple sunset behind him, and he's just silhouetted and he's walking along the thing, and then the camera just kind of turns with him and the sound kind of starts to fade out. And I don't know why, and I was saying it was right before the gunshots happened, but it was very relaxing shot, and I think it was just because the camera work in general was so slow and lingering and relaxing, even though the movie itself wasn't as relaxing. And I think it was because the movie was allowed to breathe. It was allowed to just kind of do its own thing. The characters were just kind of walking a bunch of times. Like, there were a lot of instances where maybe a director would have cut because the character was just walking from point A to point B, but in this movie the camera just stays with the characters. And another moment where the camera just stays with the characters was the dinner scene between Jake and Evelyn. The camera stays on them like longer than most directors would have kept the camera on them. Like, it really focuses on their faces, and then it cuts and focuses on the faces, and it gives you as the audience time to see their reactions, see their thought process on their faces, at least see how they're reacting to the other character. And it just, I don't know, it's just like the lingering sensation. It made for a very relaxing movie, but at the same time it made for a very stressful movie. It was very contradicting to me there. And that dinner scene especially, it was like simplest shot scene. It was just a shot of Evelyn and a shot of Jake, and that was it. It was only 2 camera shots and then maybe a wide at the very start, but it was very, very stressful for some reason, and I think it's just because of how long the camera was focusing on the characters, and it made something feel a little suspicious. Okay, and the ending of this movie is very interesting to me. It's interesting that Noah escaped. Noah is probably not going to jail. I think the movie ended, the case is closed, especially with the last line, like forget it, Jake, this is Chinatown. I don't know what's happening outside, by the way, I'm sorry about that, but forget it, Jake, this is Chinatown. It's just like all of the movie was almost for nothing, because the movie ends and it's just like Evelyn dies. Oh, and that's another really, really interesting thing. I forgot, I guess I'll go back to the ending in a second, but the screenplay and stuff for this movie was incredible. The foreshadowing that Evelyn was going to die in the movie was amazing, because Jake was talking about how he was protecting someone in Chinatown and she ended up getting hurt. Probably she died. And then in the end of this movie, he's trying to protect Evelyn in Chinatown. And she dies in Chinatown. And so it's just kind of, it comes full circle. His past kind of catches up to him, and Chinatown was the center of everything, and Chinatown keeps getting mentioned, and then it's the thing in the third act. Also, something that I found really, really interesting was the imperfection in her eyeball, and then she gets shot in her eyeball. Don't really know if that was intended, but it was a really cool thing that I didn't mention during the reaction, but how they mentioned the eye, and then she gets shot in the eye. It's just like, there were so many things about this screenplay that just screamed amazing. You know, the way that they would focus on these different objects, make you think one thing. It was very believable, and then when the twist happened, the twist actually made sense instead of just feeling like a forced twist for no reason. I don't know what's happening outside, by the way. I'm sorry, my roommates are going insane at the moment. But yeah, I don't know. The ending of this movie I thought was really cool. I don't have like too many thoughts in it at the moment. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts though, because I think that the ending was amazing. It really made me feel like very satisfied for some reason, but a little unsatisfied because obviously he just walks away and the case is basically over. But at the same time, I felt very, very satisfied with the movie I watched, and that's a feeling that I don't get like super often. Like this, I get satisfied when a movie ends well, I guess, but this was like a deep satisfaction, you know, just like, oh, this was a great movie, and it ended great too, you know, it just ended great. And I'd love to hear your guys' interpretations of the ending. I'll obviously be thinking about this after the review. This is just like 2 seconds after I've watched the movie, and I think it needs more time to churn in my mind before I give you a proper answer, if you know what I mean. But yeah, getting into the cast of this movie, I'm just going to talk about Jack Nicholson and, is it Faye or Fa? I think it's Faye Dunaway, but honestly I could be totally dumb and that could not be her name. And also I'll talk about John Huston really quickly. So John Huston as Noah, I thought he was pretty good. I don't know, he wasn't that menacing, to be honest with you. He was just kind of the character. I thought he was a fairly cool character. Well, he wasn't a cool character, obviously, because he was a horrible man and a gross man and stuff like that, but I thought he was a very interesting character when he was trying to get Catherine, I think was her name. I thought that was like a really interesting sequence, like his dynamic between Evelyn and Catherine and himself and stuff like that. I thought that was cool, and I liked the twist that he was the one, because it was interesting because it seems like he would be the one to kill Evelyn's husband, but then it turns out that he doesn't, but then it turns out again that he does. So I liked kind of the twist with his character and stuff like that, although he was a horrible man. But I thought John Huston did a good job. I think it's Faye Dunaway or Faye, but I think it's Faye Dunaway as Evelyn. Evelyn was amazing in this movie. When she was getting slapped, I was like, I thought she was a murderer at the time, so I was like, I agree with these slaps, but then at the same time, I was like, oh my god, she's so good, like, stop slapping her. But she was amazing in this movie. The emotions, the twists and stuff like that, the way that you think she murdered her husband, and then it turns out she actually has this tragic backstory with her father and stuff like that, and the girl she's protecting is actually her daughter and sister at the same time. Oh, like, so many cool things with the character. I loved her with Jack Nicholson. I thought they were great together. I loved every scene she was in. I thought she was fantastic. And finally, Jack Nicholson as Jake. Jack Nicholson, like, I've seen a few of his movies now, and honestly, I don't know why people never mention him when they talk about some of the greatest actors of all time. Jack Nicholson is an amazing actor. Just think of The Shining, think of Chinatown, you know, and think of like the Joker in Batman, for instance. Like, he's amazing in every single movie he's in, and in this movie he was so good. I love that he had like a bandage over his nose for most of the movie, or at least half of the movie. I thought that was really, really funny. But just like his detective work, his like sleuthiness, the way he was trying to help Evelyn, but then it ended up not happening. Like, his whole character and stuff was really cool in this movie, and just seeing him kind of walk off at the end was so tragic in a way, you know, for me at least right now. Upon first watch, it was very, very tragic, but I loved him in this movie, and I thought he did an amazing job. So yeah, that is my reaction and review to Chinatown, the 1974 mystery drama, and I'm going to add noir there because I still feel like this is a noir film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. There is another Roman Polanski movie that I want to watch, and I think it's called like The Pianist or something like that, and I don't know when I'm going to watch that. I would like to watch it on the channel, but don't have any hopes that I'm going to be watching it soon because I have a lot of other movies on my list to watch as well. But that is one that I have in mind if you guys are interested in me watching that one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.